Welcome everyone. English for the real world. A party. This lesson you listen in as people talk at a party. As you can imagine, you'll hear vocabulary related to family, hobbies, interests, friendships, and other things that people might talk about in social situations. Please do subscribe and share. Thank you. Dialogue. Mr. Winter, I'd like you to meet my wife, Maggie. Very nice to meet you. This is a wonderful party. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Would you like something to drink? Yes, I'll have a glass of white wine. Thank you. There are some hors d'oeuvres over here. Please try some. Mmm, they are delicious. What recipe did you use? Well, it's a secret. Too bad your wife couldn't join us. I understand. She had to leave town on business. Yes, unfortunately. So that leaves only you to take care of your son. We used to have a babysitter, but now he's old enough to stay home alone. How old is he? 14. Where does he go to school? He's at Sherwood College in Nainital. Ha, what a coincidence! Our youngest goes to school there as well. She'll graduate this spring. Maybe they know each other. I doubt it. My son's only in 8th grade. Does your daughter already know what she wants to do after graduation? Well, she's thinking about going to Delhi University. Oh, Delhi. It's such a wonderful city for young people. As a matter of fact, I went there just last weekend. You're kidding. What did you do there? We just stopped for dinner on our way back from a skiing trip. How nice. I used to go skiing all the time, but now I just don't seem to find the time. Where did you say you went? To a small, cozy place in Gulmarg. You should join us sometime. I'd love to. So tell us, how do you like life in New York? It's quite an adjustment. My wife and son are adapting quite well though. And what about you? Between you and me, I just can't get used to city life. Words in action. Are you enjoying yourselves? We really enjoyed ourselves last night at the party. No one at the party knew him. He was a complete stranger. No, I don't know her. She's a stranger to me. Henry hates making small talk about movies or the weather with strangers at parties. Would you like red or white wine? Let's take a walk and chat. I don't want to sit here and talk about anything serious. You have to give me your recipe for these cookies. I know Olga, but she's not a close friend. She's really more of an acquaintance. My son is finishing college this spring. His graduation will be in May. Our room was warm and quiet with a great fireplace. It was so cozy. Joe and Gary both know Peter. He's a mutual friend of theirs. I can't believe you grew up in Vermont as well. What a coincidence. Moving to another country is a big adjustment. Everything is different. Nisha comes from Chennai, so it's hard for her to adjust to the weather in Nainital. We should go out to dinner and get to know each other. We have just started to get to know the area since we moved here 2 weeks ago. It's hard for me to get used to the city, but my wife is adapting well. One of my father's favorite pastimes is gardening. The Kapoors are very interested in sailing. Cooking isn't my profession, it's really more of a hobby. Are you a baseball fan? Yes, I really enjoy baseball. Do you know Monica well? Is she a friend or just an acquaintance? I'm a bit hungry. Would anyone else like an hors d'oeuvre? This city is so big and impersonal. It's hard to get to know anyone. Did all of you enjoy yourselves at the game yesterday? John is big fan of basketball. He never misses a game. If you're invited to a party, it's customary to bring a small gift, such as a bottle of wine. I'm no good at making small talk. I don't feel comfortable talking to people I don't know about things such as the weather. Having a baby was a very big adjustment for John and Mary. Their lives changed. I've always thought that stamp collecting is an interesting hobby. After graduation, John had to move back home and look for a job. We met through a mutual friend, someone we both knew from work. Aditya is very interested in languages. He's studying Japanese and Italian now. The ski lodge has very cozy rooms. They are warm, small, and comfortable. Did you have a serious talk? No, we just chatted about our lives. One of my favorite pastimes is walking along the river in the morning. Shreya is finding it hard to adjust to life in a new city. Lisa never follows a recipe when she cooks, but her food is delicious. I didn't know a single person at the party. I felt like a total stranger. If the company wants to survive, it has to adapt to changing times. You live on 10th Street? What a coincidence! I live there too. Thank you so much for listening. Do subscribe and share as much as possible. Thank you.